We're happy to
You.
see you.
Same.
There. Yeah.
I have an agenda, a guidepost for this meeting so that we can get the most out of it. But our objective, I mean, this is your connection time. It's for real talk, introducing ourselves in case anybody doesn't know anybody else on this call. By the end of it, you will know them and you'll be able to DM and connect and further that relationship. So that's the objective. And we'll start with just some quick 30-second intros. I'm going to share my screen real quick just to give you the questions to make it easy. And it is easy. Just your name, your area of expertise, why you joined Athena's Council or this meeting, and where's your home base. So Danny, you want to start?
Great. I was just like thinking, what is my area of expertise? How am I supposed to do that?
Everything.
No. My name's Danny Hernandez. And my area of expertise, let's see, it's mortgage, I guess, underwriting and policy, and I've done a bunch of everything and then kind of switched over to the technology side of things. When I like do something, I get super interested in it and have to like learn everything about it. So that second question's hard to answer. I joined Athena's Council just because like what Molly has done in creating the community with like Women and Next and those conferences, like I think that I owe a lot of my career or my success and just like joy in life to Molly. It's what Molly's built and what she's been doing and this community. And so that's why I joined, and I am based in Austin.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
Hey, Cindy. It's good to see you.
It's nice to see you too.
You're up.
Oh, okay. So I'm Cindy Heil Corzine. I work for Freedom Mortgage, and I am basically the MSR transaction manager for Freedom Mortgage. So I'm responsible for all of our MSR sales and acquisitions, from negotiations to follow-up documentation, post-transfer issues, and paying people money or sometimes getting money. I joined Athena's Council because I met the wonderful Molly last year, and I thought she was great and wonderful and very interesting. And she sent me an invitation to join this council, and of course, I signed up. I love meeting other women. Just take energy from everybody, and so happy to be a part of this. I am currently stationed in Fairfax Station, Virginia, which is about 15 miles from our nation's capital as the crow flies.
Thanks, Cindy. Hey, Jill. You ready?
I had to make sure you could hear me. So my name is Jill Johnson. My area of expertise, I am in the compliance space, but in marketing and advertising for mortgage. And so I am here for networking and for knowledge. I love connecting with other women. I think smart women rock, and this group is full of smart women. And as far as home, DFW in that area, if you are looking at a map, I'm basically at the north end of DFW International Airport.
Thanks, Jill. How about you, Becky?
I was about to say we're basically neighbors, sister. I'm also at the north end of DFW Airport in Grapevine, Texas. So, woo, Dallas, Fort Worth. My name's Becky Hale. My area of expertise, I am currently sitting in technology. I work for Highlands Residential Mortgage. My team is specifically responsible for all things tied to the LOS, POS, mortgage operations support. In terms of technology solutions, we're doing a lot with AI and process improvement right now. Why did I join Athena's Council? It goes back to being part of the Next crew. So many spectacular women that I've met through this group, and I just wanted to keep that momentum going. I've made some really good friends through this group, and I would like that to continue. And if there's something I could ever offer, I would love to be able to do that as well, help somebody else out in their day to day. And I already said where my home base is, so yeah, cheers.
Thanks, Becky. How about you, Dana? I'm just going around to the next person I see.
Dana Giorgio, area of expertise. That's a fun topic. 30-year mortgage veteran, but currently right now I am the founding luminist of Lending Luminary, which is my own consulting company. And we run the spectrum of mortgage. So anything from, traditional resi all the way over into the private lending space. I do fractional roles. Right now, I'm working with a mid-sized IMB because they want to launch an RTL division. So helping them build out that complete division. I do policies and procedures. I do due diligence reviews for mergers and acquisitions. Like if it happens in mortgage, I've touched it at some point. It's all I know. It's all I have ever really loved. I mean, I thought I was going to be a history professor, and then I got my summer job as a loan processor, and that was all she wrote. So I joined Athena's council. So interestingly enough, I did go to many of Molly's next events, but I got out of the conforming side of the world for a long time. And so kind of lost that connection. And so how we reconnected was purely by accident or LinkedIn algorithm, which was so awesome. Because now I do a lot with LinkedIn for cohorting with this group. So I just saw her back on there and saw something with Athena's Council, and I thought, oh, that's something I want to be a part of. I am a part of a couple of other women's group, but nothing, and I say this with all sincerity, nothing compares to Athena's Council. The collaboration, the education, the webinars, the promotion of other women, the lifting, the rising, like it's just been phenomenal. You all have been so supportive of my consulting business. And my home base is just north of Houston, Texas. My husband and I have a little ranch in Cleveland, Texas.
Well, thanks, Dana. Okay, Kim, you're up.
I'm Kim Hoffman. I'm the president of Mortgage Connect Risk Solutions. My area of expertise, I've been in the mortgage industry, I'm just going to say it, almost 40 years. For the longest time, I said over 35, but now let's just be honest. My expertise is end-to-end mortgage fulfillment operations and everything in between, mortgage servicing and risk, obviously. Why I joined Athena's Council, excuse me. I think I was at the inaugural event for Next and just really loved the mission and what Molly was doing. And some of my best friends have come out of my association with Molly and both her organizations. I think it's a phenomenal organization. I'm here to support and help her in any way that I can, and all of you as well. My home base is Houston. I'm south of Dana. Where Dana lives, she gets to have goats, and I don't. So I'm in the city.
All right.
And Dana does have goats, I think, right?
I do, the illustrious Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin and Peanut.
Okay, Deb, you're up.
Hi, I'm Deb Gavaglio. I am at my 40-year mark in mortgages. I started at Merrill Lynch by happenstance because my aunt worked there. I was a communications major, and I've never left the industry, though I've had a lot of gaps in employment, and I'm on my 10th reinvention. No matter how hard I hit my head against that cinder block, I come back for more. I've been in all that is kind of secondary marketing for the big chunk of my career, but then I also spent a lot of time on tech projects as a BA and at FHFA for 7 years doing policy exams, analysis, model reviews, you name it. Why I joined the council, my story is very similar to a lot of yours, except right now I'm unemployed. So I'm looking to meet folks. My knees knock when I hear where all of you work. soft launched last year and I had some great assignments, but this is not really, lead generation doesn't come naturally to me. So I'd love a home base when you say home base. But I'm currently in Reston, Virginia. I came down here originally to work for Freddie after the crash.
Thanks, Deb. Okay, Susie, well, maybe we should do Susie last. I heard on Facebook that it's your birthday. Let's do Susie
Thanks,
next.
Molly. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Should we sing?
No.
No? Okay, all right.
How about we should, but we won't, but we love you and happy birthday.
I am way too old to celebrate birthdays anymore. So I apologize for coming on late. As usual, I can't work a computer, but I finally got there. And I have probably been longer than Kim in the business. So unfortunately, I've said 40 for the last over 40 for the last couple of years. But I am currently the COO at Sierra Pacific. And this August will be 46 years in the industry.
Oh, wow.
So
you are the GOAT.
So it's been a long time. And I am based in the Dallas area in Texas. So I'm not far from Kim and a couple other people. And I do not have goats. I actually have somebody that works for me that has a goat farm. So does that count?
It counts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Love this industry. Actually tried to semi-retire a couple years ago and started consulting and got talked into coming back into the business and having a blast. Some days I wonder why I didn't stay semi-retired, but you know how that goes. It's you have those days always. So I've been very blessed in this business.
Thanks, Susie. How about you, Diane?
Hi, Diane Capers. Again, yeah, area of expertise. That's I came into the industry as an originator and then moved into more correspondent AE type roles. So I never considered myself a salesperson. It was more just finding solutions for other people, that had needs or, issues, problems that they were wanting to get solved. So I've, again, spent a lot of years. I'm at the 29-year mark. So, like I said, been doing it for a long time, and moved into the technology space, 2017. So doing sales for the technology side. I was actually introduced by Paul Gelati, which I think a lot of you might know. He talked with Molly and then said, I have something for you. I think you should, talk to Molly. And yeah, love the group. I know my schedule's been a little hectic lately, so I have not been on as many calls as I want. But looking forward to, like I said, really connecting with everybody. And I am based outside of Atlanta. I'm on the west side. So that's
Thanks.
where I'm at.
Thanks,
All right.
Diane.
Welcome.
Maggie, I think you are, well, no, Stacy's on too, but Maggie, why don't you go? And I am so excited that this kind of power is on this call. Maggie is finding her way in this industry and what an opportunity. So I'm really excited for her.
Oh
Go
my gosh,
ahead,
thank
Maggie.
you. What a lead in. Yes, I am relatively new to the industry and I have a whopping 6 years. I know. Congratulate me now. I am now I've been in the compliance field for a few years, but I'm more in second line regulatory compliance, effective review and challenge, that echelon. I joined Athena's council to get to know more people, specifically women in the industry, and gain insights and knowledge and kind of soak up their experience and sometimes their horror stories too. And I am in the DFW area. I'm in Midlothian, so it's about 20 minutes southeast of Dallas. So I'm like further out from everyone else that's closer to the Irving or Las Colinas area. But
Oh, thanks. I'm happy to see you again, Maggie. Okay, now I know Stacy is on, but I don't see her. Stacy, are you able to show video? If she can't, I know Stacy is also in the DFW area, and her area of expertise, I believe, is enterprise sales, and she's looking for a new position. She just posted her resume in the community today. So I'll share that with everybody here on the call in case she can't pop on.
There she is. She's
Can
on.
you hear me?
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Stacy Ranke, and I am in DFW since that's kind of lead in with everybody else says where they're from. I have been in the industry for a little over 20 years, and my main focus has been customer experience, client relations, and maintaining those relationships and trying to add the tiered approach instead of just having one contact that is at the top. So when they move, you lose everyone. And Molly kind of sums it up is that everybody thinks I'm a salesperson because I end up selling things by relationships. I never really thought about myself in sales, and then everyone kind of really wanted me to do that. So I have done that, though. I will say that when I've gone through this career change, I've thought about trying to step away from that just because in our industry, when the cycle starts, when there's no sales to be had and you're doing sales, it doesn't really equal longevity. And so that's where I find myself now, just with my main focus has been on the default side. I do have origination, and I also have done some consulting and stood in client relations roles as well as strategy, and then helping with events and things like that. I am really open to anything. I'm not trying to, normally I have it all figured out, and then I expect God to bring that to me on a pillow with in a beautiful package. And so this time I'm just applying for everything, being open and not really predetermining where I think I'm going to end up. I do have a fair amount of technology and client relations in technology with integrations and implementations and all that fun stuff. And I do enjoy that. But I am just open to hear about anything and everything. And obviously, I would prefer remote work. I've done that for 16 years, so I can't even wrap my head around going to an office every day. But I'm happy to be here. And I joined Athena's council, one, because I love Molly Dowdy so much. And everything she does is just amazing. I mean, I talk to Molly and I'm like, I have 5 million ideas over the next 3 days. So I just write them down because you cannot make them happen all at once. But really for the camaraderie, and there really hasn't been something for us who have been in the industry for more than 20-ish years. When the cycle happens and the layoffs happen, we all just kind of helped each other, and it's been pretty informal. And I think it really is awesome that we have a forum to be able to add other people to.
Thanks, Stacy, and welcome.
Thank
Okay, I have a quick poll. I heard some suggestions over the past couple weeks that the timing of the meetings, some people would prefer during the day, during working hours. And so I just wanted to ask everybody, which is better for you for future meetings? And I just showed it. I hope you can see it. Do you prefer daytime during work hours or evening after work hours?
Hmm.
I could go either way,
I don't
honestly.
mind.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to be here, so I'm going to show up when you tell me to.
There you go.
These are daytime because we can only answer one thing, but likewise.
Okay. I should have put the option. I don't
Yeah.
care whatever time.
Well, I'm always going to choose the one that's not an option. So
I
Okay.
actually put evening because I have nonstop meetings during the day and I would miss these. So
Same.
I wish I could during the day because it would be nice, but it's just not going to happen.
You know,
Okay.
what would really solve all these problems for everybody that's looking for a job is just if, you know, Kim and Susie would just start a mortgage company and, you know, we could.
She's not wrong.
Now, would that be considered nepotism on my part, or?
Trust me, Kim and I have actually talked about
Oh,
why
I
we
know.
never did that. So
I would really like to see that.
I'll-
Okay.
I'll put up my 401k.
Okay, and then I have just one more. This is we have events, workshops, different meetings scheduled, you know, for the next couple months. Lots of them. And some really cool topics. For example, Kim and Susie here are going to do, I believe it's 1 week from tonight. They're going to do a meetup on how to motivate your teams. So, and I bet it'll also include information like how to motivate yourself.
Of course.
Yes. And then we also have coming up, Becky Hale is on this call. She's going to host Larry Bailey, the guy who spoke at the Encompass experience that everyone stood in line after and didn't get the opportunity to ask questions. Apparently, this guy's knowledge about workflow and Encompass and the coming changes are unparalleled. So Becky and Jen Chapman are gonna put him through his paces here in August.
Oh, I got questions.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
and he looks like he's up for it. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was kind
Yeah.
of challenging you all on LinkedIn.
He's like, bring it.
So yeah. Okay, so in addition to those, you know, we're gonna have some office hours, some like small groups with top leaders where they're gonna just say, hey, I'm on the line this day from this time to this time. Join me and ask anything you want. But I also wanted to know while we're on this call, what do you most want help with this summer? And I know for some of you, it's connecting with other people, finding jobs, getting those introductions. But please, I enabled the long form answer here in the poll, and just tell me anything that you need help with most over the next 30, 60 days. And
Hey,
I'm just gonna.
Molly,
Mhm.
are you going to do this for all the members, not just those that came to the call tonight?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to add that to the community. Also,
That's great.
the time of the meetings, because you know the people who couldn't be here, maybe they would be the swing vote for daytime. But anyway, I'm going to leave this poll open and just answer whatever is most important to you over the next 30, 60 days. Okay, and then I wanted to show you really quickly. The end of this meeting is the most valuable part. That is when we go around the room, just like we did for intros, and we offer a give ask, something that you can help with, something that you need help with. And we're going to get to that because that's really the meat and the magic of this meeting. But I also wanted to show people really quickly, especially new people, how to use the community to post things to all of the members. So we have almost, I think we have like 72, 73 members now. And I want to make sure that everybody knows how the community works so that you can get the most value out of it. So I'm sharing here the community feed, and it's just like a Facebook or LinkedIn type feed right over here in community feed. And you can share anything you want there. You can share your resume. You can ask people questions, ask for support, share happy birthday, Susie, anything that you want there. And only our members will see it. So I wanted you to know about that. Also, I wanted you to know how you can DM somebody individually. So if you go over here to members, I can, let's see, here's Dana. I can see her profile and I can also send her a direct message. That's super easy. And then another thing I wanted to show you really quickly is over here in the events tab, this is everything that's coming up. But at the last board meeting and membership meeting, we decided we're going to start sending calendar invites to your email. So this isn't the only place that you'll see those events. You'll also receive it in your email. And that way you can accept or tentatively accept or sadly decline, but it'll be integrated with your calendar. And I think that's all I wanted to show there. Does anybody have any questions about how the platform works?
I didn't have a question, but I wanted to point out I sneakily took the link for the LinkedIn directory and put it in the chat, just in case anybody hasn't started
Oh, yes.
connecting on the LinkedIns.
Good. Yes, and you can find it over here in resources. We keep this updated about every 2 weeks. Every member of Athena's council is listed in that Google Doc, along with a link to their LinkedIn. Okay, that's all I wanted to share there. Okay, so let's get to the good part, which is the give and ask round. And I'm gonna share my screen really quick to make this easier. But this is basically, we're gonna go around just like we did in the introductions, and just one thing that you're offering and or one thing that you're asking for this month. And here's an important part. We're going to go around to each person and give them, 60 seconds to talk about what they want to talk about. And if you can help that person, just DM them or reach out later, because at the last meeting we got a little bit off track because we were really trying to help one person, but it took about 10 minutes, and then I was afraid that we would run out of time for the other people. So when you hear what they need, jot it down and reach out to them after. And I'll also have this recording and a transcript that I'll email to you to make it super easy. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I think most of you know that in April, I launched the book, Rethink Everything You Know About Financial Literacy for Teens. My co-author was Brooke Lapidus. We've hit top seller on Amazon. But my ask is thank you, Susie. I appreciate that so much. But I'm really focused on this book being a resource tool, right? Texas just passed a mandate for financial literacy being a requirement for graduation now. And I really think this book could translate to being a textbook for those types of mandates, regardless of the state, because they're all either a half a unit or a full unit. This is 24 chapters. If it's a full semester, it's 1 a week. If it's a half a unit, then you do 2 a week, right? And so I'm working on a workbook, but my ask is if you know anybody in school districts or other private schools or whatever, that you would be comfortable in making an introduction, I would love to chat with them about how this resource could really be something fantastic for their students. So that's my ask. And my give is, I have a discount code that I will send to everybody, but I am speaking along with another Athena's Council at the Connecticut Mortgage Bankers Association's women's event on Friday, September 12th in Berlin, Connecticut. It's a one-day event. It's super affordable. It is so packed with awesome stuff. My presentation is on my 3Gs, the Grit, Grind, and Grace, that changed everything for me. But it's really a talk about a leadership journey for women who refuse to settle. And I'm pretty sure that applies to every woman on this call. So would love, love, love to see you guys in the audience if you could make it. And I will share a discount code in the community council, Molly, if anyone can.
Thank you. Kim, you ready?
I didn't think you were going to come to be so quick. I'm not, I don't have anything to ask for. I can't believe that I could say that I kind of right this moment have what I need. But I am here for anyone for anything that I can help you with. Even if it's training your goats.
Well, I need to give you a shout out about something because you probably don't know this, but one of the things that I do in my mortgage consulting is mobile notary signing, and I get most of my assignments from Mortgage Connect.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yep.
awesome.
All mortgage ones. I do a bunch of HELOCs that come from you guys. So yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you for that. And by the way, I read your book. It's fabulous. If those of you who haven't had, and look, I learned a lot from that book, and it's written for teens, but I learned a lot from that book. So don't let the fact that it's meant for youngers, it's meant for everybody.
Yeah, I think so too, Kim. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. I actually do need something, Molly. A trip to San Miguel.
Ah, yes.
I
It's
need that.
rainy season right now, and
Okay,
it's
I'll get a rain
so
check.
green, and oh, I like it. You might like it.
Okay,
It's
maybe.
nice and cool.
Yeah.
You come anytime though.
And then I need a trip to Broken Bow. And then Tulum. So I'm looking for some trips. But in all seriousness, I mean, one of the reasons that I'm here is that, I'm on the more mature side of my career. And for me, and I know a lot of others of you, it's really about helping those that are coming up, helping you in ways to avoid the pitfalls that we've all stepped on or had, and just helping you have the amazing careers that some of us have been really fortunate to have in this industry.
Thank you, Kim. How about you, Jill?
Still a free agent. So on the lookout for marketing compliance, advertising positions, not necessarily marketing itself. That's a whole different ball of wax. I am trying to learn some different things in that area, but I'm on the compliance side. So keep a lookout and let me know.
We should post your resume in the community again. I know it's been there, but just again, refresh, Okay, how about you, Cindy?
Hello. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you very much, Dana. I've actually just added your book to my Amazon cart. Because I fully believe in financial literacy, especially with young adults. The public school district that I live in, it's actually a mandatory course in Fairfax County for juniors. And most of the kids in my neighborhood take the course over the summer, which basically means that I take the course for them. Well, I make them take the course, but I help them with their final, and got very mad because I got one question wrong one year and I wanted to argue the question. And my friend who I was taking it for her daughter said to me, you cannot offer a rebuttal. I'm like, but they're wrong. They're talking about the fiscal policy out of the Federal Reserve is not based on. And she's like, seriously, you're a geek. I'm like, but they're wrong. They're wrong. She's like, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Anyway, not really anything that I need for self. I'm sure everybody's getting this. You have friends whose children are leaving, they've just gotten their undergraduate or getting the master's, they've gotten their master's and everybody's looking for jobs. Just trying to help them be creative, because I think this is a very tough market to be a young person coming out of college. As I said, I live in the Washington, D.C. area, so we've had a lot of, layoffs with federal government employees. So there's a lot of people in the industry. So trying to be creative and giving them suggestions about what to do, maybe go into. I'm a big proponent of like the management trainee programs out of the big banks. But does anybody have any other, like, what would you say to a recent college graduate or master's graduate, like how to help them get started and stay motivated? And by the way, if anybody comes to me and they say, I only want 100% remote work job, I tell them to go find somebody else, because that's not realistic anymore. And get out of your pajamas.
Okay, how about Deb? We know a little bit, but just tell us, and also post your most current resume too. But go ahead, Deb.
Okay, I will do that because I've obviously tweaked it for the 1000th time. My ask is if anyone could look at my LinkedIn profile when you're fishing around on LinkedIn and let me know if you think it identifies what I can offer or not. And I'm very open to feedback because this audience I am in awe of. So if there's any suggestion on how to make it better, clearer, I'd appreciate that. My offer is I am very deep into going the direction of AI risk, and I have a pretty comprehensive deck that I update regularly because it's just not a stagnant kind of approach to this. I have a risk deck that I'd be willing to share with anyone who needs to message it in some way to open up the topic of using AI and kind of get over the hurdles of what we think is wrong with it if we use AI. We all use automation in our businesses. The AI piece is scary, due to making credit decisions and affecting people. So that's what I can offer. I keep this deck very updated, and it's a good reference for even if you want to develop a thought process on how to govern anything you do in the AI space. I did spend 7 years at FHFA, so I know how to kind of produce guidance. That's it.
Thanks, Deb. Maggie, how about you?
Well, my give, I come from a long line of educators and curriculum writers, so I'm happy to pass along that information, as well as purchase and read the book, because although my son is 4, I want to, teach financial literacy as early as I can. So I will certainly, like I said, pass it along. I think it's a great idea. I currently don't have an ask other than sleep. So here to support y'all in any way. So I'm good there.
I've been there.
Yeah, I was like, send a Red Bull. I don't know. Like that's where I'm at.
Okay, how about you, Becky?
Yeah, so mine's kind of a two-sided give ask at the same time, which is unique. But a lot of y'all know that I geek out over AI stuff, and I'm kind of in the middle of a vendor selection process with some mortgage ops stuff, usually around, well, I say usually, it's around document indexing, OCR, data validation, a little bit of fraud, things like that. I'm just waiting for, my stakeholders to figure out what it is exactly they want. But aside from that, I like to brainstorm with other people. I want to hear what's good, what's bad, what's working, what's not, and then I will also give my unfiltered opinions as well. So it's kind of a, if you want to get on a call and chat about that, I'm all about it. In fact, I had a chat with Miss Liz Short earlier today, and we got into it as well. So that's where I'm living. Oh, what? I can't see what that is. It's paint. Oh, get shit done. That's right.
Get shit done. Short solutions.
Yeah, she's killing it, man. That's why she's not on the call today. She had a client call, so she was running a little late, I think. But yeah, so that's kind of my give ask.
That is, you should get on the phone with Danny if she's still on this call. That would be a great. I want to join that call too.
Yeah, Danny's
Down.
iPad. I guess she sent me a note and said her iPad died, so
Oh,
I think we
no.
lost her for at least a minute.
Okay.
Well, she's really fun to talk about brand A versus brand B
Sure.
in tech, and knows that inside and out. That'd be a good conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, that would
Okay.
have to be one that we don't post any of the conversations on LinkedIn, though. Just gonna
Yes.
throw that out there because
Yes,
I will be very frank.
100%. Yes. Okay, how about you, Diane?
Sorry, I had to unmute. I guess the main thing, I'll be at the Western Secondary. So if anybody's going to be there, would love to meet in person and just connect while there. Or again, if anybody's going to National in October, again, I'll be at both. So would love to connect. And then just from listening, so I'm probably going to reach out, maybe Deb and Becky. I'm currently employed at Prudent AI. And so we do a lot on the income analysis, but also indexing. But I've gotten a question from a bank about the OCC. So that's really what I'm looking for. If somebody has any knowledge on that, what we were told is the OCC is telling this bank that they can't, the way they have to do stuff for AI. Anyway, it's totally different. So I'm just looking if anybody has any knowledge on that. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Diane.
Diane, you might want to talk to Jennifer Smith. I know now she's joined Sinlar, but before that she was with Stratmore and she was working on some engagements like that. So, and Jen's usually, I mean, she's a part of this network. She's just not here tonight. But Jennifer Smith, she knows a lot about that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And Diane, I'm going to jump in here. There's a law in California that's pending that might interest you, and I'll look it up. I actually have it someplace and give you the proposal because it may be what the bank's referring to, and it's extremely interesting. And the California MBA is actually trying to fight this proposal.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Susie, will
Thanks,
you
Susie.
send it to me also?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
working with that RTL Tech on the AI solution. So yeah.
Yeah, and Molly, I know you don't want to get sidetracked, but the interesting thing about this thing is it wants to give the borrowers the ability to opt out, which would mean that you can't even use DULP.
Wow. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous law proposal in the world.
Oh, jeez.
Did you say it was California?
Yes, it's California.
You know, it's either California or New York, right?
Right.
Or Massachusetts.
Jeez.
How about Stacy? You haven't gone yet, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
So my give is I really have a passion for mentoring. I figure if I've trudged through and this is probably my second or third career, but when you put in enough, so many years in an industry, you know people, you kind of know maybe who you don't want to hang out with and what you don't want to do, and just different things that no one gives you an inkling about. You have to kind of figure it out as you go. And so I'm always available for mentoring or just asking industry questions, or do I know someone that can help with this? So if I can help anyone, I'm happy to do that. And then my ask is, obviously, I'm looking for a position. I'm in a unique position because my husband was in an accident 4 years ago and he's disabled. So I'm the bring home the bacon mama. And so I'm managing my stress level. His accident was about 4 years ago, but obviously there's some anxiousness on my part. And I'm open to have feedback on my resume. The overall view of my resume kind of just screams customer experience and customer success. And along with that go branding and some other pieces that just naturally go with it if you understand about the customer piece. And a lot of companies really don't. They want to kind of, okay, well, this is kind of the marketing piece, so we'll break that off because we don't want to pay that salary, but we want you to still do this. So I have a lot of different experience with project management and all different kinds of things. I think that in our crazy world, it might actually be possible to weave it into something somewhere where I could do a little bit of everything. And I'm happy to do that. I don't have to just do one thing. So any feedback on my resume or positions, I'd appreciate it.
Thanks, Stacy. Okay, I think everybody went, right?
I did not, but
Okay, Susie.
I don't have an ask, but I will go with the same thing is, I love to mentor. So if anybody just wants to have a quick meeting or they just have a question, please feel free to reach out to me.
That is really, it is super generous of all of you. And I hope that everybody takes you up on it. I mean, not for your calendar's sake, but like the opportunity, and something that several people have talked to me about this actually, and I think it could be a cool thing for us all to do maybe 3-4 weeks before MBA annual. What if we had a consultant kind of power meeting? Because there are many consultants or people who are still looking for a full-time role that would be open to projects. And if we just got together before MBA annual with enough ramp up time to kind of help each other get meetings or get motivated, because that's the big show, I know.
Yeah.
For consultants. And Susie,